Hotel Barcelona is fast food. Not good for you, but you'll definitely order it again. Today's vlog begins in the gaming aisle at JB Hi-Fi. This place was once my home. It's faint, but if you close your eyes, you can still sense that blockbuster video vibe. Must be something to do with all the physical media. Today I'm here to find something new, something bold, dangerous, and hot. I find Hotel Barcelona. Looks like it's a collaboration between Suda 51 and Sweary 65. I'd never even heard of this game. Should we watch the intro movie? Oh boy, I'm not even 5 minutes in. Okay, do you want me to... I'll turn the volume down. Yeah. Right off the bat, I'd set myself up for failure by anticipating some sort of combination between No More Heroes and Deadly Premonition. In my mind, I saw the best parts of those games just glued together. Hadn't considered where all the other bits would go. What we end up with is fast food. It's a Starbucks specialty latte from the seasonal menu. Despite knowing better, you still want to order it once, maybe twice. Shit, maybe I want to sip right now. Hotel Barcelona is a horror movie pastiche, and even just in this title screen, we can see traces of a lot of the films that are going to be included. It's a long list. Haven't seen them all myself, but I guess you're only really required to recognize the imagery. The game's marketing sometimes refers to it as parody, but that's not really fair. It is a loving homage. What's happening is they're using the themes and imagery from these classic movies to create their own new and unique story. It's a story about protagonist Justine accepting some of her repressed thoughts and gaining new power. Maybe it's a metaphor. Do we all have monsters living in our heads? It's cute, I'm on board. I'd probably prefer a totally unique setting, and once you start getting into it, I think that the characters and the base premise of Hotel Barcelona are actually strong enough that they could exist on their own, without having to also send up all these other films. Didn't really need a recap of how Jason drowned in the lake. I was there. How much should we actually read into the narrative?
Because I'm a huge fan of Team Curry.
There's enough text here that you could make something of it. Now, I love games with creepy, obtuse dialogue. Actually, I live for that shit.
You seem more like a serial killer to me.
Now, comparison is the thief of joy, and I'm happy to love this game for what it is. But somewhere deep down, I was maybe hoping to get some of those classic Grasshopper manufacture vibes. I know, it's a different studio, but with everything that Suda 51 touches, I find I am secretly pining for those beautifully rendered, cel-shaded cutscenes. So clean. Back around the 2010s, it was very useful for a game of this style to have such an extravagant presentation. Made me more likely to remember the lines as kind of clever and not kind of stupid.
Can we do borscht instead of pierogies? Pierogies give me indigestion.
Fuckhead!
Hotel Barcelona can have the same energy, though here the lines are coming from static character portraits on a lower budget. Same juice, different style. I'm into it. If you close your eyes, you can almost imagine it's a visual novel. Hotel Barcelona is constantly towing the line between so stupid it's kind of cool and so stupid it's a little cringe. What category it falls into will vary depending on your own disposition. Elements like the concierge who offers you bondage or the bartender who trades in human ears are memorably offbeat, and that's really all you need from them, just that little extra flavor. Was it weird enough? Yes. Would I care if it wasn't? Nah, not really, because the gameplay is good. It has a great mouthfeel. It's so good it just overshadows the main story. Sorry, man. On my second playthrough, I skipped most of the dialogue. I had an opportunity to pore over every line and derive new meaning from the various twists and turns, but I didn't, because I just wanted more of the boss fights. The gameplay is simply too good. You've got all the standard stuff, the combos, the parries that regenerate health, iframes, boss poise breaks, dual-wielding revolvers, and a blood meter that fills up so you can drop a big special attack at just the right time. Mwah. Okay, that's enough fun. Hotel Barcelona is not content at just being a standard roguelike. It also chucks in a number of extra ingredients, some really odd choices. Ghosts from your previous runs continue to carry out your past actions, usually just attacking the air, but sometimes stun-locking your current boss. Weapon upgrading is pure chance, literally just a gambling minigame. Look at the spreadsheet for the splatter meter. What the hell is this shit? SMT moon phases? There's a secret boss that attacks you from the pinball minigame. And I can't believe I have to say this, but you've got bondage mode, which puts self-imposed restraints on yourself to make it more gratifying. It's hard mode poured over hard mode. For playthrough 2, I set the difficulty to slasher and just left it there. Skipped all dialogue and cleared every boss in a little under 8 hours. Nice work. Want a medal or what? Welcome to Edward's log, and today we are counting down the top 10 hardest boss fights in Hotel Barcelona, starting at number 6. The puppet guy. Starts off as a battle of attrition until you get a few of your phantoms in there. The doll's hitbox is big and he doesn't move. It's free damage. Number 5. Eve the alien. She just doesn't have much health and is generally pretty non-lethal. Number 4. Jason is a great fight. Decent challenge, hits hard, but can be parried reliably. Awesome. Number 3. The Chicken Man. I don't know about this one. A couple of his attacks do stupid damage, and one of them makes you wet. But if you get lucky, he won't use them, and you can always resort to ranged attacks like a coward. Number 2. What is up with the shark? Something about bosses that spend half their time off screen. This is my class. I set the tempo. Number 1. The Witch. Best fight in the game. I'm scared to open my eyes, I'm scared to close them. Compared to the other bosses, she has a ton of health, but she stays on screen for the whole fight, and you can get some decent combos in. She has less moves than the shark, but she's hard to predict and can throw them out fast. Your guns won't work on her. You might rely on carnival awakenings from a few of your past selves. Absolute chaos. Feel free to click away from this video right now if you still have any respect left for me. The log is going to take a bit of a nosedive. Like any good horror movie, there is a sick twist in the final act, a scandal no less. Now my playthrough was completely blind, so I was not aware of any of the controversy surrounding I was not aware of any of the controversy surrounding the game, not until I decided to look up the post-game content. It's a great idea on paper. You purchase these haunted videotapes and piece together a code to unlock a secret boss fight from within your video game console. Really cool idea. In execution, however, we get exposed to a truly baffling use of AI-generated content. I honestly don't want to touch any of this issue with a barge pole because it scares me. We just aren't ready for how this sort of thing will change the world, and any hot take I have now will become an outdated view within about a year. The unfortunate truth is that every video game released from now on will feature at least some amount of AI-generated content, whether it's code that we can't see, textures that we can kind of see, or video clips and logos that we can definitely see. AI was used to create this logo. The statement says that the clips are all stock footage. Of course, lots of stock footage is AI generated, and these maybe look a little sus. This was tacked on to the end of an otherwise really great game, and it was then quickly patched out. You might ask, is it fair for the entire work to be disregarded? Everyone will draw the line at a different point. On the spectrum of AI abuse, Hotel Barcelona will fall on the relatively minor side, but in a sense, it might be enough to ruin everything. Like, what if the script is generated too? Was any of it real? I feel like I'm back in Arsenal gear. I need
61.
This wasn't the only scandal I brushed up against during my time in the hotel. Hotel Barcelona features some interesting looking DLC that I was very excited to purchase until I had to cancel my PlayStation Plus and boycott Sony. Oh boy, where's all the negativity coming from? I should just take the rest of the day off, go home. I skipped the DLC because Sony aren't getting 1 red cent from me that isn't in exchange for physical products. I now have 2 more weeks of playing Night Rain online before my subscription runs out. It's been real. There's a lot of genuine pain here, but I'm not quite ready to face it, so let's just have a laugh for now. When Hotel Barcelona releases on Switch later this year, I'll check to see if the DLC is included, and you know, I could be persuaded to stay again. I am not an unreasonable man, but until then, it's time for me to check out. Turns out the hotel really was a little cursed. And yet, despite the state of things, it's still a game that I bought, played, and enjoyed. I want to go back for seconds. That's the thing about the seasonal Starbucks latte. When you buy, you are supporting big fast food. Big Coffee Bean doesn't deserve your money and there's too much sugar, so it's definitely bad for you. But there's still a flavor, a feeling, and fond memories attached. Despite all the nonsense we have to deal with in 2026, this is still an actual Blu-ray that I bought in person and enjoyed. Within this case, I sense the warm flicker of a soul. I think I came across as more negative than I'd like to in today's log, although I will be redeeming myself with the next video. It's going to be all positive vibes as we examine the tragedy of large robots destroying themselves and the environment around them. Wait, hear me out. If you've ever looked at a giant robot falling apart and felt any sort of strong emotion, then this one will be just for you. Godspeed.